On a cliff over 1,400 meters above sea level, there is a village that has been inhabited for more than 200 years. This village is famously known as Achulier Village and is located in Liangshan Prefecture, Sichuan Province, China. The village is truly isolated from the outside world, and access to it can only be achieved through a single path, a staircase consisting of 2,556 steps. This is the sole entrance and exit from the village. However, what makes it even more extraordinary is the fact that this staircase has a vertical drop of about 800 meters, equivalent to climbing more than 200 floors of a tall building. The village residents have to traverse this staircase every day to access the outside world. Meanwhile, for school-aged children, navigating this perilous staircase is a weekly necessity. Due to the small size of the cliffside village, it is not practical to build a school there. Because of the extremely challenging journey, the children have to stay at a school dormitory and return to their homes every weekend, with some of them only returning every 2 weeks. Each time they ascend and descend the mountain, parents take turns transporting the children, who carry backpacks filled with heavy books and homework. They carefully climb the mountain under the protection of their parents, moving in unison. If anyone lags behind, the parents adjust the group's speed and arrange rest stops in relatively safe areas. The children must walk on rough and narrow mountain roads to reach school every day. On one side of the road there are cliffs, and on the other side there are abysses. Some parts of the road are less than 0.5 meters wide, and the children must walk in single file to navigate it. They have to climb cliffs, ascend wooden ladders, and walk for over an hour on rocky mountain paths to reach school. The residents of the village have become proficient over generations in navigating these mountain roads and sky-high stairs. Amidst the extremity of the journey, village residents sometimes have to ascend and descend the sky-high staircase while carrying agricultural produce to be sold at the distant nearest market. The same applies when they return home. They spend between 2 to 4 hours climbing the steep staircase before reaching their homes. This journey is not only challenging but also extremely dangerous. Weather conditions can change drastically, and rain can make the stairs slippery. One can only imagine what would happen if someone were to slip while climbing the stairs. Nevertheless, the residents of Atelier Village have incorporated this into their way of life. They are brave and resilient individuals who have carved this famous iron path on the cliff, putting an end to their history of isolation. The village residents recount that their ancestors chose this remote location in an effort to avoid wars and tribal conflicts. To them, this remote village that required great courage to conquer is a precious heritage that must be preserved. Therefore, the thought of inhabiting any other place never crossed their minds. Typically, village residents sustain themselves by raising livestock and cultivating crops like corn and potatoes. Unfortunately, they couldn't sell most of their produce because of the inaccessible location beneath the cliff, making it difficult to generate substantial income from it. Before this iron road was constructed, the residents of Atelier Village lived in extreme isolation. They relied on limited food supplies and lacked adequate access to healthcare and education services. In such circumstances, a better future seemed like a distant dream. However, everything changed in 2020 when the Iron Road project began. It was a monumental project involving the construction of an 800-meter-high iron road connecting the village to the outside world. This project was not only an impressive engineering achievement, but also a symbol of hope and change for the village residents. It not only opened access to better resources and services, but also ushered in tourism opportunities. Although the Iron Road opened the door to the outside world, not all residents of Atelier Village chose to relocate elsewhere. There are several reasons why some of them opted to stay in the village that has been their home for many years. One of the main reasons is the isolated living environment. For some residents, gathering the courage to leave a place that has been their home for so long is challenging. A strong emotional attachment to their homeland is also a powerful factor. Most village residents have deep emotional ties to their land and find it difficult to part with it.